Hi, I'm Ev, and I haven't really paid attention to Five Nights at Freddy's since I was a teenager. With the 10-year anniversary of the franchise coming up, and oh god I'm 22, I thought it would be fun to take a look back at the original Click Team games, just to play through them for the first time. And then I solved the original lore. In all of my years in and out of the Five Nights at Freddy's fanbase, I've never actually played the games. A few years ago, I modded Germa into Five Nights at Freddy's 1 for my friend to play on stream.
Well, Wayne's still there, so you're fine.
Yeah, that doesn't mean I'm fine. Oh!
And I playtested that to make sure that none of the core game mechanics broke, but outside of that, I've never actually played any of the games. I stopped keeping up with the lore after... I want to say I remember Scott editing his website during a MatPat livestream, but outside of the film, falling asleep to Markiplier Let's Plays, and dual processes recent theory that pulled me back into the labyrinthian hellscape that is this franchise.
I see you're trapped in my gay and stupid maze again.
I haven't actively kept up with the story for years. Something I vaguely remembered before doing this is that Scott said the story was solvable with Five Nights at Freddy's 4, but no one was able to confidently put things together until another 8 games down the line. I was curious to know what had been missed, so as I visit each game and play them for the first time, and delve deep into the MFA files of each one, I decided to figure out if I could solve the original lore of Five Nights at Freddy's. So what better to start than Five Nights at Freddy's 1? I don't want to do this. I gave myself a security guard outfit and everything, and I just don't want to do this. Fantasy of Fun come to life. Then it was the bite of 87. Yeah. It's amazing that the human body can live without the frontal lobe, you know?
They'll most likely see you as a metal endoskeleton.
The more I think about that, that's an incredible technical oversight. I guess it's not an oversight with the lore now, but whatever. Oh, I don't like this. I don't want to be playing this alone. The atmosphere of this game is incredible. I like playing these games for the first time. I mostly got this from Markiplier videos. Obviously, you edit videos to be more entertaining. The atmosphere of this is incredible, and it's no surprise it launched what it did. Thank you, Freddy's nose. What if I just start doing the 420 technique on night 1? Just... oh my god. It's 4 AM. Okay. I think I'm getting used to this environment now. I think... oh, that's Chica. What? I thought Foxy didn't come out on night 1. What? Oh, Christ. Okay. Oh. Okay.
Hello?
Hi. I know that the thing with checking off Foxy, it's just having the cameras up. I don't need to have Pirate Cove open specifically. I like the Foxy sings. It's that's kind of cute. Hi, you. Oh, that's footsteps. So there are actually audio cues in this game. I know the later games rely a lot more on audio cues. I didn't know that there actually were some in this game. Where's Chica? Oh, okay. Oh, I can hear it when the cameras are off. Oh, Chica's out the kitchen. Okay. I got the Blowjob Brothers coming down the hallway. Okay. Body's there. Okay. Body's there, Chica's there, Foxy hasn't progressed, and Freddy doesn't come off stage until the next night.
Hey, you're doing great.
Hi!
They might try to stuff a metal skeleton into you. I wonder how
Whoever
that would-
coded these things is a moron. Oh god. Okay, so Chica and Freddy are both there. That should just be Freddy. Yes, okay. Can you please? What was Foxy up to? Okay, Foxy did not progress that far. I'm just gonna sit like this until the night ends. Oh, I don't want to do this. 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 I don't.
Oh, hey.
Hi. Oh yeah, you die now. That means Freddy's in the kitchen, right? Can you go away, please? Honey, you're wasting all of my power. Nope. I hate this, 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 I hate this. I hate this, I hate this, I hate... oh, this is gonna get me killed. Oh, okay. Oh, hate that. Hate that. Hi, Freddy. My... Bonnie's already gone. Oh, the Blowjob Brothers are back. I don't know where anyone is anymore. This isn't good. Freddy's outside the door. Yep. Oh, come on. Can I beat this without dying? Can I beat this game without dying? Hi, Freddy. Please hurry, please. No, don't hurry, don't hurry. Don't, that's the opposite. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. I beat Five Nights at Freddy's 1 without dying.
Whoa.
You did? What the fuck?
With one game under my belt, I have learned that I am very bad with horror games, but also I've realised that across the original trilogy, we are told two stories each game, the story of the Night Guard and the story of the Business. As they present themselves with Five Nights at Freddy's 1, both of them are incredibly compelling narratives. The story of our Night Guard in Five Nights at Freddy's 1 is as follows. Set in 19... something or other, we play as a guy called Mike Schmidt, and as we follow training tapes left for us over the phone, we learn that Freddy Fazbear's Pizza has a history of shady dealings and treatment of employees.
Yeah, they don't tell you these things when you sign up.
Something called the Bite of 87.
It's amazing that the human body can live without the frontal lobe.
And unfortunately, the unnamed man, who is almost universally referred to as Phone Guy, meets his untimely demise in the recording we received night 4.
I may not be around to send you a message tomorrow. I'm kind of glad that I recorded my messages for you when I did. I always wondered what was in all those empty heads back there. You know. Oh no.
As the current Night Guard, Mike Schmidt, we just finish our week at the Business, and then if the custom night is canon, we get fired for messing with animatronics. The story of the Business is then presented via newspaper clippings hidden in the East Hallway, where we are told of a man luring two children into the back room during the late hours of operation at Freddy Fazbear's Pizza on June 26th of an unnamed year, which the police then link with a further 3 children who have also gone missing in the past. We know that the Business gets threatened with shutdown again by the health department and police after Viscera is discovered on the mascots themselves, and finally, we get told that the pizzeria is closing by year's end. Which if we look at the general state of the pizzeria and the time in our paycheck, we are working here in the Business's final months. With those two put together, we have our current timeline. 5 children have gone missing at some point in time, with the police linking them all together due to the same circumstances of their disappearance, and the suspect is then arrested. Phone Guy has unfortunately died in his final week at the company, and Mike Schmidt is hired at some point after him. Whatever year this game takes place isn't given to us, but we know that the Business is closing down at the end of the year, and due to Phone Guy telling us about the Bite of 87, the game takes place after. I don't think time travel exists in this franchise. Hey, guess what I learned about while editing? Why is this a part of the franchise? What the fuck? That's our series of events for now. And it seems pretty straightforward, and it's also an incredibly compelling narrative. However, there are 2 things I would like to bring up here. Firstly, this newspaper clipping specifically isolating the story of the 2 children on June 26th tells us that the missing children incident didn't happen in one night. In fact, the only thing that is ever referred to as an incident is the 2 children going missing together. There are 3 other children who have gone missing, which this newspaper seems to indicate was in a similar fashion, or can at least be linked to the same perpetrator, but over the years, the fanbase has diluted the missing children incident to being all 5 at once. This game only references the 2 at once on June 26th, and that 3 other children's disappearances are linked. Therefore, when I refer to the missing children's incident going through this video, I'm referring to the conclusion of it on June 26th. Also, we don't know if the missing children incident occurred at the Five Nights at Freddy's 1 location. The phrasing of this newspaper would indicate that it happened here, but I'm going to argue that only 2 of these newspapers apply to the Five Nights at Freddy's 1 location, for reasons I'll explain later. With that being said, and with this game's story under our belts, it's time for us to move on to Five Nights at Freddy's 2. What is this? I forgot about this cutscene entirely. Oh, here we go.
Hello and welcome to your new summer job at the new and improved Freddy Fazbear's Pizza.
This is so much more horrible so immediately. Oh, wow. Where is Toy Bonnie? There they are. Okay. This game's ambience is so much worse than the first one. This is horrifying. Okay, I keep that wound up. Bonnie's still there. I don't like this. Can I just stay like this? I forgot how bad I am with horror games. A few weeks have passed since my recording of Five Nights at Freddy's 1. I only really need camera 11, don't I? I can hear a vent noise. I can hear a vent noise. Oh, hi, Bonnie. Oh, I don't like that. Does that noise play when someone's in the hallway? I don't quite know just yet. Oh, thank God, okay.
By now, I'm sure you've noticed the older models sitting in the back room.
So this is the night that they start moving, right? What do these noises mean? I'm so f***ing scared. This game is so much scarier compared to the others. I don't know anything about the mechanics of this game. Like, I learned about Five Nights at Freddy's 1. I do this, right? To get rid of Foxy. That's kind of hurting my eyes a bit. Oh, I have Chica as well. That's Chica coming out of the vent. Oh, I should have put the mask on. I shouldn't have put the camera up. Why did I do that? I have no idea what any of the animatronics are. Oh, This game is evil. Freddy's getting closer, which I do not like. Hate that. Okay. Okay, but that's how I deal with Toy Freddy. I've learned that now. I'm kind of learning how this works, which is making me feel a bit happy, but at the same time, I'm really not. Can the night end? Can the night please end? Oh, these cutscenes are so cool. I forgot about them completely. This is definitely the Five Nights at Freddy's 1 location, right?
Hello?
Hey.
Did, Foxy ever repair the hallway?
Yes.
The staff literally had to...
That was so f***ing close. Please go away.
Rumors you might have heard lately. You know how that whatever is going on out there...
Whatever's going on out there. Oh, hello. Hello. I don't like you. Don't like that. Hello. You are massive. That's so cool in perspective, actually. Old Chica's in that vent. Okay. That's me dead. I'm dead. I'm dead. I accidentally clicked out the window. I think that's me dead. Yep. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna don the security guard outfit, and I'm gonna do this live. No one has ever died of 5 to Uncle Fester's. Having to click out the window to allow your messages is gonna throw me off so much. Who's in the vents? Bonnie again. Oh, they're both in the vents. Please, why is everything coming at me at once? Okay, 5 a.m. I could get through this. Please end. Please end. I want the night to end. Okay. Oh, this is so cool. This is so cool as a storytelling thing. Oh, I didn't know Golden Freddy... What?
Hey there, night 4.
Hi. My understanding of the lore there is that this is around the point where we're... Oh, I don't know how to deal with Mangle. I can't remember if theories suggest that I'm playing as William After right now, or if I think his name's Jeremy Fitzgerald is just some guy that was wrong place, wrong time. I need to know if there's anyone in the vents, because the old animatronics don't have vent windows like this, as far as my understanding goes. Okay. Okay, I'm kind of getting the hang of this. I need Foxy to go away. I don't think that was enough. I think Foxy's going to kill me here. Oh, that was too slow. That was too slow. That was too slow. Yep. Death count 1. Oh, Oh, I get one of the secret minigames. Okay. Oh, I didn't think I was going to get one of these. That's a dead body. That's pools of blood. That's Mangle. This is really creepy. I didn't realize it was like this. You might need to interact with the dead kid. Oh, okay, I do. We can do this, chat. I think I know how to deal with everyone, but I'm not 100% sure. How are you doing that on screen? Bomb fun? Yeah. The CIA in the 1980s be like, is Freddy about to enter my office? Bonnie did. Foxy's there, and my flashlight's about to run out. I need the last of it on Foxy here. I hope that was enough. Foxy, please go away. Okay. Okay. We got this night minigame again. The puppets at the Five Nights at Freddy's 1 location. I'm playing all of these right now. I'm gonna have to go back to do like the actual lore analysis. Lost my memory of all these games' plots. Yeah, that's kind of why I'm redoing it. Someone's now in the vent. Is it Mangle or is it Chica? I think it's Chica. Okay. Knew it. That was close. That was really... Oh my god! Please stop. That wasn't fast enough. I knew it wasn't fast enough. I need to get faster at doing that. You must lay a Freddy egg. James, you did this bit when I streamed Mirror's Edge as a test. What is it with you and laying eggs? That wasn't fast enough. Okay, that means Mangle's in a vent. Yeah. Okay, Mangle's now gone. Oh my god, that means Balloon Boy's in my office. You. Yep. There we go. I was just waiting for it. 5 to Uncle Fester's. Let's go. I think Freddy is about to be in my office. No, Chica. Also, I keep forgetting to do my voice training. Exclamation point français. If I start speaking in French, I'm going to die. Yep, and it hurts the whole time you're French. Pretty much. That means my day's an event. Angle's gone. 4 a.m. Flashlight's nearly out. I need to get Bonnie to go away. Okay. Yes! I checked the Jeremy fragrance.
I stimulated my...
Oh boy, Five Nights at Freddy's 2. Firstly, way scarier than the first one. And secondly, we get told a lot. Some of it I can't properly explain until later. Story of the night guard in this game is as follows. We play as Jeremy Fitzgerald. Wow, I just heard Lemino saying that in my head and suddenly I'm 13 years old again.
Jeremy Fitzgerald.
We play as Jeremy Fitzgerald, a new hire to the company, who is the second guard to work the night shift. The former one now being the daytime security guard.
You're only the second guard to work at that location. The first guy finished his week but complained about conditions, so we switched him over to the day shift.
We get told of a previous location with hints towards something having happened there.
Now, I want you to forget anything you may have heard about the old location. Some people still have a somewhat negative impression of the company. That old restaurant was kind of left to rot for quite a while.
And in a later night, this location gets named.
We're going to try to contact the original restaurant owner. I think the name of the place was Fredbear's Family Diner or something like that.
As the week progresses, something starts happening at the location during the day that the police start investigating.
I wanted to ease your mind about any rumors you might have heard lately, that whatever is going on out there, however tragic it may be, has nothing to do with our establishment. Our guard during the day has reported nothing unusual, and he's on watch from opening till close. Just to update you, there's been somewhat of an investigation going on. We may end up having to close for a few days, I don't know. It's really just a precaution. Fazbear Entertainment denies any wrongdoing. From what I understand, the building is on lockdown. No one is allowed in or out, especially concerning any previous employees. What on earth are you doing there? Didn't you get the memo? The place is closed down, at least for a while. Someone used one of the suits. We had a spare in the back, a yellow one. Now none of them are acting right.
We continue working through our week and eventually get moved to the day shift ourselves for the location's final event.
We have one more event scheduled for tomorrow, a birthday. You'll be on day shift.
Then the week ends and Jeremy Fitzgerald moves on. Again, if the custom night is canon, the new security guard Fitzsmith only lasts a single day, getting fired for messing with the animatronics. Now, for the story of the business, we get told a lot, and it actually starts in the phone calls. We get told that this location we're working at is the new and improved Freddy Fazbear's Pizza. The rest of the story of the business is told to us through secret mini-games, 4 to be precise. Save them, Foxy Go Go Go, Give Gifts, Give Life, and Bring Cake to the Children. The Save Them minigame shows us the children are dying at the Five Nights at Freddy's 2 location, with the map layout and the animatronics present matching. In this minigame, we control Freddy, and wandering around we can find bodies of children as well as Purple Guy. This minigame is not analogous to an actual thing that has happened, unlike some other minigames of Five Nights at Freddy's 2. It's a representation to tell us that children are dying here at this location. Foxy Go 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 again tells us this, as the 5 children being dead only occurs when Purple Guy turns up. This minigame exists to tell us that this is the man responsible for these 5 dead children, and Save Them tells us that it's happening here. However, this again is not analogous to a real situation that happened, as the 5 kids that die at the hands of Purple Guy are analogous to the 5 haunted animatronics present at the Five Nights at Freddy's 1 location. Freddy, Foxy, Chica, Bonnie, and the puppet. In between nights, we receive mini cutscenes at the FNaF 1 location, and in these, we see 2 animatronics that we don't see in the first game. Golden Freddy, whose lighting doesn't match, showing that this depiction in particular is an apparition, similar to how they appear secretly in-game, and the puppet, whose lighting does match, showing that the puppet is actually there. And I think these cutscenes are a first-person depiction of our third minigame, Give Gifts, Give Life. In Give Gifts, Give Life, we're told how the kids are possessing the animatronics. The puppet is bringing them back to life. The reanimated carcasses we're told about in the Five Nights at Freddy's 1 newspaper clipping. This is also why I believe this newspaper clipping applies to the Five Nights at Freddy's 1 location in particular, because the business being threatened with shutdown again implies that they've been shut down before, which happens at the end of this game. But if the kids died at the Five Nights at Freddy's 2 location, How are they haunting the Five Nights at Freddy's 1 animatronics, I hear you ask? The final newspaper clipping also tells us that the old animatronics will be reused for the next location, and that's where their bodies were hidden. Returning to the minigame itself, we are told for the first time that there are actually 6 dead kids by the time of the Five Nights at Freddy's 1 location opening, with the 6th one being related to Golden Freddy. Golden Freddy appears as an apparition both in the first-person cutscenes and the minigame itself, and I think that Golden Freddy is separated in this way because they are the only one of the 6 dead kids who did not die at the hands of Purple Guy. So, how did the Golden Freddy child die?
They used to be allowed to walk around during the day, too, but then there was the bite of 87.
I'll get back to that later. If the first person cutscenes in Give Gifts Give Life are the same, the puppet's victim has to have already died, which we get shown in Give Cake to the Children. This child is analogous to the puppet, and their death is shown separately to the others because they died at Fredbear's, which is why the company needed to rebrand and why there are rumours about the old location.
Now, I want you to forget anything you may have heard about the old location.
This death was still able to be linked to Purple Guy as he was the perpetrator, but again, please remember that the missing children incident only refers to the last 2, with a further 3 children able to be linked to him. I'm only focusing on Five Nights at Freddy's 1 through 4, but because we're told of the 2 going missing together, I believe these 3 minigames in Pizzeria Simulator show us what happened to the other 3 victims, 2 of them having reference to Spring Bonnie, the same way that the final 2 children go missing, with one of them even being late at night, which is also what happens to the final 2 victims, and the 3rd minigame being a retelling of Purple Guy's first kill, and Give Cake to the Children, to clarify the retcon that Scott did, and to tell us about all 5 victims total. Because of this death occurring at Fredbear's, that means of the 5 missing children, the remaining 4 die because of Purple Guy at the Five Nights at Freddy's 2 location. And now I'm going to jump backwards a little bit. Unlike Five Nights at Freddy's 1's depiction, we know that Golden Freddy is a physical suit present in the location of Five Nights at Freddy's 2. The first trailers we got for Five Nights at Freddy's 2 has kids' drawings with him in. In fact, the kids' drawings mean that this character is used among the cast, and we also get a depiction of it in Save Them, again showing that this character is physically here. So why is Golden Freddy here? And why is he a character among the cast? It's because it's the Fredbear Springlock suit. And this restaurant is a rebrand of Fredbear's. Again, I'll come back to that. Now, slightly bold claim, but Five Nights at Freddy's 2 does not take place when we are told.
Meat and hot!
Scott turned this game around in 3 months, which is an insane feat for how much work he put into it. But reusing assets saves plenty of time, and the paycheck is one of these because it's such a small part. We do get told the actual time the game takes place.
Hello and welcome to your new summer job.
But then the paycheck at the end says November. It's the exact same date as Five Nights at Freddy's 1, but that date made sense there because the newspaper clippings tell us that the location is closing by the end of the year, and it's very desolate by the time we work there. That date is a very deliberate choice in FNaF 1 to tell us that we're working right at the end of Freddy Fazbear's Pizza as a corporation. Scott just slapped 1987 on it for production's sake, and if you want to argue real-world semantics about it, the 5-day work week does not end on a Thursday. And something else I should clarify. How do we know the kids are going missing here? The kids are dying here. Well, the phone calls. But then, how do we know that it's Purple Guy doing this? I'll get back to that. But for now, we should move on to Five Nights at Freddy's 3. This music's different. This music's funky. I kind of like this. Fazbear's Fright, the horror attraction. I want to read this. Local amusement park is getting ready to scare your socks off with a new attraction based on the unsolved mysteries of Freddy Fazbear's Pizza. Featuring actual relics from the decades-old pizzeria, this new attraction is guaranteed to bring your childhood back in the worst possible way. Okay. Ooh, Shadow Freddy. Okay. If I remember correctly, this map is like the layout of the Five Nights at Freddy's 1 location. And this is the secret boarded off room.
We found one.
Hello.
A real one.
You really can't see Springtrap in this one.
Providing room to climb inside.
Is an event. Which event is he in?
More detail in tomorrow's session.
Oh great, I'm dead. Okay, so Springtrap's already there. I know that. I saw him run past. Yep, there he is. Hi. Hello, English Willie. How are you doing? I know I'm gonna die here. I die now, awesome. Wow, that jump scare is terrible, isn't it? If any of you see him, chat, please tell me, because I can't see him for in this game. There he is. That's his arm. So he's now in camera 5. Yeah, there he is. Okay, so if I play that, he's moved from there. Has him? Yes, okay. Okay, so it's extremely difficult to see him, but you can see him. So he's there now. Okay. Oh, cool. Jump scare. Yep. Okay. The other ones at least had, like, you could tell what was going on quite easily, and it was still a challenge to handle them. This one just feels kind of bullshit. This is what I'm saying, like, Friday Nights at Freddy's 2, I was genuinely scared the entire time. I was figuring the mechanics out and getting used to, like, oh, okay, that noise means this noise means that. This game, I'm not even scared. I don't feel unsettled. This just kind of sucks. So if I'm not enjoying the gameplay, I might do this one off stream and splice it into the video. Yeah, I did not enjoy Five Nights at Freddy's 3 at all. I was going to play it until completion, so I had footage, but ultimately the story of the Night Guard has no effect in this game. It might have lore implications now, I don't actually know. But I'm solving the original 4 games lore. Whoever we are in this game doesn't matter. What does matter is the phone calls, the end of night minigames, and the secret minigames. In the phone calls, we learn about the spring lock suits. We learn that
Every location is built with one extra room that is not included in the digital map layouts programmed into the animatronics or security system. This room is hidden to customers, invisible to animatronics, and is always off camera.
we also learn that after an unfortunate incident at the sister location, the spring lock suits are to be retired, which if I'm gonna be honest, I really struggle to figure out an explanation for this. If anything, this is the biggest and only question mark in my entire final theory when I get to that point. But anyway, due to budget restrictions, which we learn about in the following phone call and from the newspaper at the end of Five Nights at Freddy's 2, all of the secret rooms previously mentioned are being sealed up.
That due to budget restrictions, the previously mentioned safe rooms are being sealed at most locations, including this one.
We also discovered the existence of the Five Nights at Freddy's 1 secret room in the end of night minigames, as Purple Guy, who apparently has been freed at this point, lures the animatronics to the room to dismantle them, as he knows that this is where the bodies are hidden. And of course, at the end of night minigames, Purple Guy's body just does that. But this room's existence means that the FNaF 1 building was owned by Freddy Fazbear's Pizza around the time the Springlock suits existed. But I've already said that I don't think the Five Nights at Freddy's 1 location was in use until after Five Nights at Freddy's 2. So why would this location have a secret room built in if the secret rooms are already discontinued? Especially with a Springlock suit inside it. Well, the phone calls tell us that the classic suits are being retired to an appropriate location without giving a time frame, so they may not have been moved immediately.
The classic suits are being retired to an appropriate location while being looked at by our technicians.
And we get told in the later night,
Management has also been made aware that the Spring Bonnie animatronic has been noticeably moved.
which means at the time of these recorded phone calls, the Spring Bonnie suit in particular, though it may not be limited to just Spring Bonnie, is still being used despite the discontinuation of the classic characters. We also get a phone call telling us,
And under no circumstance should a customer ever be taken into this room and out of the main show area.
and I think these two things in tandem are related to the kids going missing at the Five Nights at Freddy's 2 location. The phone call that announces the discontinuation of the Springlock suits ends by saying,
That being said, we are free of liability. Do as you wish.
so it's entirely reasonable for a location to have ignored that. For example, the Five Nights at Freddy's 2 location closing down could have kept using the classic characters past the order to retire them up until the final event to then properly retire them. And to explain why the Five Nights at Freddy's 1 location has a secret room if it's not currently an establishment, I think this building could have originally been Fredbear's family diner, which could explain why the secret room exists because the classic characters, Fredbear and Spring Bonnie, are both Springlock suits, and as we know from the phone calls instructing how to use them, a private room exists in case of emergencies regarding the Springlock suits. It would also explain why Freddy Fazbear's Pizza already owns the building and how they're able to save money with their low-budget reopening after Five Nights at Freddy's 2 by revamping an already existing location. And now to speak about the Five Nights at Freddy's 3 minigames, I don't have too much to say, other than I think that they are very beautifully crafted. The horror game can have such a grim, unsettling backdrop across everything, yet it still tells a very beautiful and poignant story of these tormented souls finally finding peace. Is brilliantly done, and I commend Scott for that greatly. But I also want to point out that these minigames focus on animatronics present at the Five Nights at Freddy's 2 location. Balloon Boy, Chica, Mangle, the Puppet, and Fredbear. And I think this is again to represent that these kids are dying at the Five Nights at Freddy's 2 location, with the glitch minigame representing how Purple Guy is behind it all, how it crosses each minigame, using the same animatronic he did to cause this torment for all these children. But at the end, Spring Bonnie is still a kid's character, bringing joy to the children, and with all 6 kids finally together, that they can move on, and they can rest. Or we can move on ourselves to Five Nights at Freddy's 4. 5 days until the party. What did he do this time? He locked you in your room again. Don't be scared. I'm here with you. Oh, that's something I forgot to set up. Oh, tomorrow is another day. This one I'm actually really scared about. Sorry if I'm not talking too much, chat. I'm actually kind of really scared. 3 a.m. Okay. Oh, hated that. That noise means Chica's somewhere else in the house, I think. I think they brought back the Chica being in the kitchen thing for this game. That was breathing. Okay, so I didn't get Markiplied. That's good.
Okay, so the first night is never usually that bad in any of the games, so I'll play through.
You know he's hiding again. He won't stop until you find him. Over there. Oh, a mangle toy. Okay. Ah, that noise got me. Tomorrow is another day. Funded plush trap. Oh, I forgot all about this. This is so cool. Yes! I got my buttons wrong, chat. Well, I just lost my 2 hours. That rocks. Okay, I heard footsteps on this side. There goes Chica. Okay. Oh, thank God. This game's actually, like, so scary. I really like this game so far. Because it's scary, but it's legible. There's audio cues so you can figure out what's going on. 3 days until the party. He left without you. He knows that you hate it here. You're right beside the exit. If you run, you can make it. Hurry. Run towards the exit. It's too late. Hurry the other way and find someone who will help. You know what will happen if he catches you. What does that mean? You can find help if you can get past them. You have to be strong. Aww. I've always wondered what that is. Tomorrow is another day. Okay, night 3. Okay, Foxy's in my room. Awesome. Hated that. I haven't checked the right side in a bit. Okay, that's cute. I can hear Chica on the right. That was breathing. Chica's making her way back. The Freddles are up my lights. Okay, come on. It's 4 a.m. Foxy's reset. I forgot to check out Foxy. The jump scares are so loud. I heard the breathing and I pressed the wrong button again. Okay, that was Chica. Chica's now left. I thought Chica left. It's always night 3. It's always night 3 that gets me. Foxy's on the right. She's back on the left. Foxy's gone to the right again. Foxy's on the left. Foxy's on the right. Okay, got him. Closet. Yeah, Foxy got in. Chica, again. Because Foxy doing this, it screws up me listening out for Bonnie and Chica. I'm focusing so much on Foxy's movement, I'm losing track of Chica and Bonnie. I think Foxy got in. Yeah, Foxy got in. Damn it! I heard. This game is so loud with the audio cues. I pressed the wrong button again. Freddles are angry. Come on, it's 5 a.m. Yes! 2 days until the party. He hates you. Oh, you have to get up. You could get out this time, but you have to hurry. Where's your plush toy? Mine's Spring Bonnie. My daddy says I have to be careful with him or I'll pinch my finger. He's a finger trap, he says. You better watch out. I hear they come to life at night. And if you die, they hide your body and never tell anyone. Why do you look so worried? See you at the party. Okay, so this kid knows everything, right? Aren't you the kid who always hides under the table and cries? No one else is scared. Why are you? Stop being such a baby. Are you going to the party? Everyone's going to the party. Oh wait, you have to go. It's your birthday. How do I enable this Easter egg again? Is it? There we go. It's by typing 1983. Fredbear and friends. These are my friends. Aww. I know what it's like to have plush friends. That's my plush friend. There's Freg the frog. Tomorrow is another day. Yes! Please let me out. Please. Oh. Poor kid. Please let me out. Wait. I forgot that this night I go against Nightmare Fredbear. I may have hit escape by accident. Okay. Wow, your brother's kind of a baby, isn't he? Why don't we all get a closer look? You'll love it. Hey guys, I think the little man said he wants to give Fredbear a big kiss. On 3. 1, 2...
You're so Portuguese.
Now, Five Nights at Freddy's 4 doesn't have the same storytelling the original trilogy has, but the story it does tell, I think, is very simple and very misunderstood. Apart from the box. I know Scott just said where the story went meant it didn't lead in the right direction to open the box, which, I get it, that happens. But apart from the box, I think this game is a lot simpler than people made it out to be. I will start by saying that this game does not take place in 1983, and there is no bite of 1983, but I'll explain why in a minute. In this game, we play as the child that we see in the minigames between nights, and unfortunately, at the end of the 5 nights, at his own birthday party, he falls victim to what in canon is later referred to as the Bite of 87. Through hidden Easter eggs of an IV drip, a pill bottle, and flowers at the bedside, we are told that this child is unfortunately trapped in a nightmare as part of his recovery, scared of the animatronics that were the reason he suffered, and unfortunately passing away at the end of the game, eventually haunting the Fredbear spring lock suit that killed him. I also think that the Fredbear and Friends Easter egg in the end of night minigames exists to tell us when the other characters first came into existence. We know that the business started as Fredbear's family diner, only Fredbear and Spring Bonnie as the main characters, later referred to as the classic characters of Five Nights at Freddy's 3. However, Bonnie, Freddy, Foxy, Chica, and presumably the puppet are introduced to the lineup in 1983 through Fredbear and Friends. Creating more mascots just give children more characters to get attached to, which the Five Nights at Freddy's franchise in real life is a prime example of. If the business was successful enough to have become a kids' cartoon show, they'd want more than 2 characters. But in the end of night minigames, we also see the toy animatronics from Five Nights at Freddy's 2, with a Bangle toy present in the house and a kid playing with a toy Chica toy, among other things. And believe it or not, I think that with the inclusion of the Five Nights at Freddy's 2 toy animatronics and Five Nights at Freddy's 4, along with everything else the previous games have told us, with all of this together, we can solve the original lore of the first 4 games. Five Nights at Freddy's 4 minigames tells us the fate of the crying child, and when the original cast of animatronics was expanded past Fredbear and Spring Bonnie. And the Five Nights at Freddy's 2 phone calls back this up, telling us of an old location where the characters present in the parts of service room came from, which had been left to rot due to the death of the child that haunts the puppet, hence the existence of rumours that the company wants to be forgotten. The grand reopening and rebranding of Freddy Fazbear's Pizza with the toy animatronics of Five Nights at Freddy's 2, with the same toy animatronics being present in Five Nights at Freddy's 4, and the Five Nights at Freddy's 3 phone calls telling us that the business allowed people to do as they wish with the classic character suits, as the corporation was free from liability altogether, tells us how the classic Springlock suits and the toy animatronics would be able to exist at the same time. Five Nights at Freddy's 1 newspaper clippings tell us of the children going missing and the manner in which they did, with the Five Nights at Freddy's 2 minigames telling us who was responsible and where it happens, and FNaF 2 telling us that the daytime security guard has been fired and isn't allowed in the building again, with FNaF 4 showing us the purple guy was the daytime security guard who was fired, and FNaF 1 also telling us he was arrested, with the final event of both FNaF 2 and FNaF 4 being a birthday party. All of this added together tells us that the FNaF 4 location is the FNaF 2 location. The Bite of 87 happens at both the end of FNaF 4 and FNaF 2. The Bite of 87 was a Springlock failure. The missing children's incident concludes at this location. And not only all that, it tells us that the Bite of 87 and the conclusion of the missing children's incident happen at the same time. In FNaF 3, we are told
Every location is built with 1 extra room.
which we are told is where the murderer lured the kids to Five Nights at Freddy's 1, and that after multiple Springlock failures, the rooms are to be boarded up. So for the children to be able to be lured into a back room with no CCTV, the missing children's incident has to conclude before the Bite of 87, because these rooms no longer exist in any location afterwards due to these Springlock failures, with the Bite of 87 being a Springlock failure. This part of FNaF 2's Night 4 phone call
There's been somewhat of an investigation going going on. We may end up having to close for a few days. I don't know.
Describes this part of this FNaF 1 newspaper clipping as due to the language of the police investigating, and the police think they don't definitely know at this current point in time. But then, FNaF 2's Night 6 phone call
Someone used one of the suits. We had a spare in the back, a yellow one.
describes this FNaF 1 newspaper clipping as the language has changed in both to be definitive. But this also says that the culprit was arrested. So how could he be present at the FNaF 4 location? Well, line up the events in each game. FNaF 2's Night 5 phone call tells us that the day shift employee was arrested, which if the birthday party takes place on FNaF 4's day 6, but FNaF 2's day 7, FNaF 2's Night 5, where the arrest took place in the day, will be FNaF 4's Night 4, and Purple Guy appears in FNaF 4's Night 2, which would be FNaF 2's day 3. God, that was confusing. I felt like Pepe Sylvia there for a moment. And all of this to point out what gets said in FNaF 2 Night 3.
Our guard during the day has reported nothing unusual, and he's on watch from opening till close.
This, combined with FNaF 4 showing us that the day guard is Purple Guy, tells us that he has been lying to the company to allow him to keep killing kids, and he gets arrested on Night 5 of FNaF 2, which is also the end of our 5-day work week, meaning it's a Friday. And what day does the missing children incident conclude according to Five Nights at Freddy's 1's original newspaper clippings? June 26th. And what day was June 26th, 1987?
It's Friday.
We also know that there have only ever been 3 Fazbear/Fredbear locations. In FNaF 2, Phone Guy tells us there is an original diner, and FNaF 4's Fredbear and Friends from 1983 shows us what year the older models in FNaF 2 were made in, and that they also came from Fredbear's Family Diner, the vintage pizzeria given new life. Further evidence for this is the state these animatronics are in, with this line from FNaF 2's Night 1 phone call.
That old restaurant was kind of left to rot for quite a while.
If Fredbear's Family Diner is location 1, and the FNaF 2 location is the second one, at the end of Five Nights at Freddy's 2, Phone Guy says the following.
When the place eventually opens again, I'll probably take a night shift myself.
And who is it giving Mike Schmidt instructions in FNaF 1 when they reopen?
Hello? Hello?
And this proves to me that there were only ever 3 locations specific to the brand of Freddy Fazbear's Pizza. And with all of this, I present to you my final timeline of the original FNaF quadrilogy, with all of this being solvable before we even knew a single character's name. At some point before 1983, Fredbear's was founded with the 2 characters Fredbear and Spring Bonnie. In 1983, Fredbear and Friends gets created, which introduces Freddy, Bonnie, Chica, Foxy, and the puppet to the cast of characters. But sometime after this, the first child dies of Fredbear's, and neither the culprit nor the body is found. The restaurant shuts down as a result of this, left to rot, and the first child goes on to haunt the puppet. Now this isn't related to FNaF 1 through 4, but I believe that it's between the closure of Fredbear's and the opening of the FNaF 2 location that a sister location is made, separate from the branding of Fredbear's. Then in June of 1987, a vintage pizzeria is given new life, with the rebranding of Fredbear's keeping the classic characters. Purple Guy is the first night guard at the FNaF 2 location, but he gets moved to the day shift after complaining, and Jeremy Fitzgerald gets hired, starting his new summer job at the new and improved Freddy Fazbear's Pizza. But in Jeremy's first week, police start investigating kids going missing, but the day shift says that nothing is happening. Then a spring lock malfunction occurs at the sister location that results in a general order to retire the classic characters of Fredbear and Spring Bonnie, but also says that the employees are allowed to do as they wish with the suits because the company isn't liable if anything goes wrong. Purple Guy then gets arrested on June 25th for the murder of 4 kids throughout the week as he has been lying to the company, with the initial murder of Fredbear's being able to be linked to him, creating the 5 missing kids total, but their bodies aren't found as they are stuffed into the animatronics from Fredbear's Family Diner. Jeremy Fitzgerald then gets moved to the day shift, with the bite of 87 occurring at the kids' birthday party. This location then shuts down, but this time saying that they will reopen on a smaller budget, and the Springlock suits are retired to another location after the FNaF 2 1 closes, with the secret rooms getting boarded up. Then, in 19-something or other, the FNaF 1 location, being a revamped Fredbear's, opens, with Phone Guy working the night shift. Classic characters are retired completely, and Freddy, Foxy, Chica, and Bonnie are all that's left, with hints to the puppet being present somewhere. And at some point, the police are called after Viscera is discovered on animatronics, and they get threatened with shutdown again. Eventually, Freddy Fazbear's Pizza goes into administration and announces it will shut down, with the phone guy dying in his final week recording voice messages from Mike Schmidt, who gets hired after him. Not too long after Mike Schmidt's tenure at the company, Freddy Fazbear's closes for good, with the building being left to rot. And now an unnamed year after this, Purple Guy has been released. He breaks into the Five Nights at Freddy's 1 location, knowing that the kids' bodies are hidden in those animatronics, and he breaks them apart to dispose of the kids' bodies for good. Eventually, the spirits come back to haunt him, trapping him within the back room, and he dies in the Spring Bonnie suit he climbs into in defense. The spirits are freed, but they are not laid to rest just yet, and no one discovers Purple Guy's corpse because the Five Nights at Freddy's 1 location has been abandoned for years at this point. Now I think it's between this minigame and Fazbear's Fright's opening that the former sister location, Circus Baby's Pizza, is then turned into Circus Baby's Rental, which we are told in Night 1 of Sister Location. Because we're focusing on the original 4 games, I'm going to move on. In 20-something or other, Fazbear Frights opens, with Springtrap being discovered within a week or so of its opening. Then it burns down, and we are told through the Happiest Day minigame that children are finally allowed to have the birthday party they wanted to begin with, and their spirits are laid to rest. And with that, I think I can pretty confidently say I have solved the original Five Nights at Freddy's story. So thank you all for watching. I'm curious to see how the later games affect my current understanding of the timeline and franchise, and I'm excited to visit all of the other games for the first time. I already have my live stream of my first time playing Sister Location fully edited and ready to go up a week after this video. In case you're upset that I only played the first 5 nights, I do fully intend to do a marathon live stream of all nights of all Five Nights at Freddy's games back to back to back to back. And after I've done that, I'm going to revisit the lore again. So if you enjoyed this video and want to see more, I'd really appreciate you hanging out, and thank you so much for watching. I've been Ev, and I'll catch you next time.